Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 and part 3 of our Rebuilding Mercedes series. Today we are back with the Australian Grand Prix, a track I think we've probably got a better chance at than we did at Jeddah. I think we've got a better car for round here. We have managed to get a brand new front wing into... or it's going to be onto the car, so hopefully that will improve our performance slightly. You can see some of our parts have got a little bit better. We have got a new underfloor coming in the coming weeks as well, and we've just set off a new rear wing as well to try and get that sorted out. So yeah, leave a like if you're enjoying all of that good stuff, and without further ado, let's get into the weekend. Here we go.
Welcome to Melbourne for a weekend of fierce competition. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high. The Albert Park circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limit. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. Let the weekend begin!
Okay, very good then. Right. Ooh, looks like it could be raining for the Grand Prix. Once again, we will simulate to qualifying. And fingers crossed. All will be good there. Let's have a little look at how we're getting on. And once again, Lewis Hamilton second in free practice 3, only 2.9 tenths of a second behind Max Verstappen. George Russell in P8 there, so it's looking fairly close between the top 4 teams. Lewis Hamilton's setup confidence is okay, as is George Russell's, but we will try and improve it slightly. Moving that way. Just trying to... Yeah. That looks pretty good to me for Lewis. And for George, well, we're going to need to go for a little bit more straight line speed. George has obviously had probably the better start of the season over his teammate Lewis, but you know, both doing a good job so far. So let's see how we get on in qualifying 1. Apologies about how laggy it seems today, but we can enjoy it either way, can't we? And George Russell will send him out first. Goes. Lewis Hamilton out as well. There we go, off on their merry little way. So let's see how we get on over 1 lap round here. And I think once again we'll try and save some soft tyres for the race. George Russell, of course, purple through the first sector. Is Lewis going to be any quicker? Well, he is. A little look at 26.4. Yeah. That's 26.4s, but Lewis slightly quicker. Middle sector time now. Lewis slightly slower. A tenth slower, so I think overall Lewis will probably be slightly behind where George is. So anyway, George Russell coming around the final corner. He's going to head up to the line now. What can he manage? George Russell up to the line in a 1:18.4. Lewis Hamilton now on the line with a similar time, but a 1:18.5. So Lewis about a tenth of a second behind his teammate. We'll see how they get on. Pierre Gasly coming over the line next, and well, he's about a second off. I wonder if he was held up a little bit by our cars on their in lap. Lance Stroll goes P3. Charles Leclerc goes P4.
Sounds like a spin.
Perez over the line. He goes quickest, only 0.2 quicker than George Russell. I think we're probably all right to get through to Q2 at the very least. Nico Hülkenberg over the line, starting his lap. Well, Alonso goes second, not that much ahead of George Russell. I feel like our preparations weren't fantastic, so I think we can get maybe a little bit more out of this. But yeah, 4th and 5th as it stands, ahead of Lance Stroll, and certainly with the new front wings seem to be ahead of Ferrari now. And let all those guys complete this session, but I think we're all good.
So that's it for the session.
And then they come over the line. Leclerc only 7th. Verstappen went a little bit quicker this time. Quite worrying, really. But there you go. Going out in session 1, Magnussen, Tsunoda. Was it De Vries as well? Yep, Albon, De Vries, and Logan Sargent. Okay, into Q2 then. Brand new set. Again, we'll send them out there and see how they get on. So George Russell quickest in the first sector. Lewis Hamilton slightly slower than him. About a 10th. So George Russell definitely looking the quicker man this weekend. Be prioritising him in Q3 as we try to qualify as high up as we can. Yeah, second sector again, 19.4. Much more equal, but Lewis still behind. So Hamilton on board now with George Russell. Comes round the final corner. Was in the 18s. It's an 18.7, I think, in Q1. Comes over the line, and well, that's a lot better. An 18.3 this time, and here comes Lewis Hamilton, an 18.4. Okay. Fernando Alonso only 3rd. So, yeah, definitely looking good. But we know Red Bull are going to be a lot quicker. Verstappen will be the first one to displace us, and he does do that. Only by a 10th of a second, though. And Perez only 5th, so we'll settle for that. Currently out, Norris, Bottas, Piastri, Hülkenberg, and Zhou Guanyu, but I think we've done more than enough to get through, so we'll just let everybody finish off. So here they come over the line. Perez goes second this time, much cleaner lap. Leclerc up to 6th, Sainz up to 7th. Alonso over the line, he goes second. Very good time from him. Stroll only 7th. What about Verstappen? Will he improve? Oh my god, he did. By another 0.3 of a second. A 1:17.9. And our guys 4th and 5th at the moment. That's looking like our limit, to be honest with you. But going out, Norris, Piastri, Bottas, Joe, and Nico Hülkenberg. Right, here we go then into the final qualifying session. It's one of those tricky decisions. I think we're going to do our first run on used soft tyres. And then we'll do our final run on brand new ones. So let's get them sent out there. See how they get on. I'm not sure this is going to be any good, but well, there you go. On the line they went, and quite significantly slower than Carlos Sainz, so yeah, there's kind of no point in that run. So Verstappen quickest as it stands. Alonso in second. So Hamilton out now. And George. So let's get them round. And who is going to come out on top? Let's watch our runner-up in the championship as it stands, George Russell. And let's see how he gets on here. He is doing a great job this season, George Russell. Definitely looking quicker than Lewis Hamilton in qualifying. In race day, they seem to be a little bit closer together. Yeah, green first sector, that's exactly what we needed. Coming through this middle sector, so first sector 26.4 for Lewis, 26.3 for George, 19.4s apiece for the middle sector. So George is going to be quicker. But how much quicker is he going to get? Are we going to get above Lance Stroll? That's the big question here. So over the line, that was one of the Alpines. The other Alpine coming up to the line now. Who's it going to be? It's Gasly. No improvement for him. What about Sergio Perez? Does he improve? No, he doesn't. Hamilton up to 4th. Here comes George Russell. He's up to 4th now. About a 10th quicker than his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Stroll is still to come over the line. He does come over the line, doesn't improve. What about Verstappen? No improvement for him, and none for Fernando Alonso either. So that is that. We qualify 4th and 5th for the Australian Grand Prix. I think we'll settle for that overall.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
We saw a reasonable push from Mercedes in qualifying, and they'll have plenty of opportunities here to achieve a great result. The work Red Bull did during qualifying was nothing short of spectacular. Now let's see if they can repeat that for today's race. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
Exciting choices lie ahead then for the teams and their drivers here in Melbourne. So let's see what happens.
Here we go then, ready for the race. Weather-wise, it is going to rain a little bit later on. So, yeah, I'm just thinking, how do we How do we do this? I don't think the soft tyres are going to be any use to us, so I think we need to go mediums on the first stint. Yeah, that looks good. We're going to have to change strategies on the fly. We know that. That's fine. Okay, right, let's pop a little bit of extra fuel in. Try and overtake from the start. So let's get ourselves into the action. Here we go.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. And here we've got George Russell. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. Looking down the grid, it's Hamilton. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners. Everything's been building to this. Get ready for the Australian Grand Prix.
Here we go then.
And it's
Lights out, away we go. For the Australian Grand Prix, Max Verstappen off the grid. Well, Fernando Alonso a little slow off the grid. I think Perez might get him into turn 1, but no, he stays in front. It looks like Lewis Hamilton has maybe made the move past George Russell at the start of this Grand Prix, and George Russell under pressure from Lance Stroll round the outside. That's now going to become the inside, and Stroll is past George Russell. Russell down to or was down to P6 as it stood, but seems to be back past Lance Stroll there. But Lewis Hamilton needs to very much stay on the back of this Red Bull.
Moved up a place.
He's doing a very, very good job here, Lewis Hamilton, and hopefully he will manage to get back in front of Sergio Perez. That would be a real body blow to the Red Bull team. But yeah, what a start for Lewis Hamilton, and yeah, he might not have been quick or quicker in the car in qualifying, but got off the line nicely and now has the advantage here. We're giving George Russell the chance to use overtake at the start of this race. But I think we are going to just settle into this race now. I don't think there's any
And think about increasing lift
point
and
in
coast just a
really
little.
trying to get in front of the Red Bulls and what have you.
So do a lift and
Because I
coast.
think if we
Yeah, copy, all good.
look after the car in this first stint, we expect it's going to be perhaps 15 laps or so until the wet weather. If we get the decision right at that point, then we could be in a really great position. We're going to go for intermediate tyres. So yeah, let's zoom it forward
DRS has been enabled.
until that important part of the race. Now we should be able to stay with these guys, you would imagine, with DRS, so
You have fastest lap.
that's a slap for Lewis Hamilton, although Lance Stroll very quickly got rid of that. I'm trying to stay on this screen
That is fastest lap.
most of the time because of the lag, but Fernando Alonso's leading this race at the moment, and it's quite the battle between the top 6 here. The Ferraris aren't too far behind, they're only a couple of seconds. Then it's the Alpines who are a good bit down. And then it's 2x2 Noah's Ark all the way to the finish there. But, yeah, we're in a bit of a DRS train. Absolutely fine for that to be the case. Keeps us with them. So let's zoom forward to around about lap 15. And as long as there's no big incidents, then this will be fine. We can look after the car, we can look after the engine. We can have plenty of ERS deployment ready for when that rain comes. We are expecting it coming soon, as Fernando Alonso makes another move for the lead, and yeah, it definitely looks like a contender today. Max Verstappen not running away with this race. But once DRS is no longer a thing, that could
So rain will come. Okay.
cause problems now. We're expecting rain fairly soon. Do we risk trying to get into the lead? Because without DRS, we could be in a good place. Do we risk it with Lewis?
And if we can have an overtake press.
Understood.
Just push.
Yep.
Gonna try and use the main straight with a bit of overtake.
So we are low on battery at the moment.
Should get some back here. This was the idea. Give him a chance.
Tires are getting hot.
A firm.
You can see the weather's gonna change very soon.
So just charge that pack.
Yeah, let's charge up for a lap. Yeah, this could be the moment. We know that rain is going to come very soon.
So no need to charge the pack. Charge the pack. Covered.
Okay, right.
So rain reported.
Rain started. Right, Lewis is going to come in. Put on intermediate tyres.
Okay, so box.
George Russell's going to come in as well. So yeah, we're going to be aggressive here.
So box.
I'm going to try and use some overtake to make some inroads here.
You can do this. Let's lift and coast.
Come on. Is he going to be able to make a move here?
Have overtake as well. Coming. We're hot and temps, just going to need some lift and coast.
So, who's coming in? That's the question. Alonso's in. Verstappen, Perez is in. No, sorry, it's Verstappen that's in. Perez has stayed out. Now, here we go. And Lewis is away. That's good. Alonso out in front of both of us. And where's Russell? Yeah, Russell's out as well. So we're now away on the intermediate tyres. Now, how long will they last? Not until the end of the race. So intermediate tyres is the way now.
So Valtteri is now pitted.
So Perez leading the way, Stroll in second, Leclerc in third, but we're going to overtake those quite easily. Yeah, Russell has caught up to Lewis Hamilton, so it's Fernando Alonso leading the way. Max Verstappen in second, Lewis Hamilton in third. But now it looks like everybody is gonna just sort of space out a little bit. What are they doing with their tyres there? They're doing okay. There's some yellow flags for a brief moment there.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
That was Valtteri Bottas locking up. So we need to keep an eye on track conditions. I do think it's going to be wet for the remainder of this race. So let's have a little look at strategy. What can we do with Lewis here? So we probably want a new set of intermediate tyres, but when do we want them? There, apparently. Okay. And for George, we want to go aggressive between now and the end of the race. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, so yeah, Georgia's going to go for that as well. So let's zoom it through. I don't think there's anything we can really do to compete with the front guys. Let's try and hold up Perez as much as we can. Let's have a little look at the track. It's going to get wetter. It might dip above 4 for a little bit, but then I think we will be looking at being on the right tyres at the right time. And Lewis has managed to get away from George Russell a little here. Let's be aggressive for the next couple of laps. Lewis Hamilton.
And think about less lifting coast.
And let's see what he can do here.
Reduce lift and coast. Covering.
Is Lewis going to be able to close in on Max Verstappen? Quite possibly.
So box.
Yeah.
In a box this lap.
George in this lap as well. We have got yellow flags. Multiple cars have crashed, and we have got a safety car. Safety car deployed.
It's a crash, and it's
Now.
more than one car.
Keep the delta positive.
It was involving Alex Albon and Valtteri Bottas. Right, so Hamilton will be coming into the pit lane. What are people turning onto? So, well, Ocon's come out on wet tyres. Lots of people going wet, so I think that's surely going to be the wrong decision. Yeah, in we come. Well, our weather systems are suggesting intermediates are going to be the best. So we're going to go with that for both drivers. Hamilton is out ahead of Perez. There goes George Russell. I don't think he's lost too much ground. Maybe a little bit Sergio Perez, I think that was it. But everybody now is going to join up. And this is really interesting. We're the only two guys on intermediate tyres. So unless everybody knows something we don't.
This is awesome work, Lewis. Come on.
Now in a great position.
Great
Where's
job.
Alonso? What's happened to Alonso? How did we overtake Alonso? Did he go wide? Oh, how's Hamilton? Whoa! What's going on? How are we ahead? How are we 1-2? No idea what's happened here. Was it the lap cars trying to get past? Because that is an AlphaTauri in third. Wow. I think it's glitched. No idea What's going on? I'm assuming this is going to be... Are we going to be in this lap? No. Yeah, I think it's glitched. Are we stuck behind the safety car for the rest of the race now? It doesn't feel like the safety car's going anywhere. And I've no idea what's happened with it, but it's going to result in a Mercedes 1-2 here, I think. Oh, it would have been so exciting because we'd got our... Ah, here we go.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this... Where's Russell? Well... Yeah, I'm gonna push hard. I've no idea what's happened here.
And we'll push.
You can see that George Russell's back there somehow. So all the lapped cars are in between Lewis and the rest. So it looks like the FIA are just making up for Abu Dhabi 21. So here we go then. We're going to be back underway. We got 10 laps to go. Lewis Hamilton is flying away. He is going to build an almighty lead. He's going to need it because Max Verstappen and Fernando Alonso are going to be chasing. Here comes George Russell. He's overtaken some of the lapped cars right now. Is he going to get past? So Hamilton is away. George Russell.
No rain, so circuit's all clear.
Trying to get past these lapped cars, but they're not moving. So George Russell is in trouble here. Well, we're going to go back to dries come the end of the race. I don't know. But of course we're on intermediate tyres and everybody else is on wets as well. So that's another complication, but Lewis Hamilton has got a 10-second lead on George Russell here. This is unbelievable. And there goes George Russell, he's through now. Wow, can you believe it? And there's Max Verstappen in the background. So George Russell here in second, but Lewis Hamilton, look how far ahead he is already. He is checked out, and there has been safety car controversy here. And yeah, you can see how slow Max Verstappen is. And then is that, yeah, the track's going to become dry in the next couple of laps, so we need to make this work, and we have got soft tyres in reserve, so they're going to come good for us. Everybody else is going to have used soft tyres. We've got brand new ones. You can see how much time we're pulling out because they're on the wet tyres. Unbelievable.
That is fastest lap.
Oh, fastest lap now on intermediate tyres, I think. It's going to be time to come in and put on some soft tyres this lap. Going to do the same for George Russell.
DRS has been enabled. Easily the fastest lap by country mile.
I'm going to attack this lap. Surely people are going to come into the pits.
Bring it. Yeah, copy.
It doesn't look like it. So Lewis Hamilton is absolutely dominating this race. This is... I think, honestly, I think we can be aggressive. I think that is something we're able to do here.
Let's push.
So Hamilton into the pits now. Putting on the soft tyres. He's away. Yeah, looks like everybody else is going to be coming in as well. But some people have got nearly a full lap on these tyres. Wow, look at the time we've pulled out here. That is what you call a top strategy. So, here they all come. How many is Lewis Hamilton going to lap here? All the way up to 11th place. He's got a minute lead over Max Verstappen. You can see Hamilton quicker than his teammate. Purple in that first sector. Yeah, Russell actually not even as quick as he has been. Hamilton is tuned in. Right, everybody on soft tyres now. We've got 4 laps to go after this one. It's going to finally be race win number 104 for Lewis Hamilton. Comes across the line. That is going to smash fastest lap.
You have fastest lap.
And it's going to be a competition between himself and George Russell on who gets fastest lap here. But what a result for us, and it all came through a safety car glitch, although to be fair we would have won anyway because we had the intermediate tyres on. Everyone else made the wrong decision. They put the wet tyres on. That's where we won this race, not with the safety car. We made that minute gap because we won the right tyres at the right time, and the other guys didn't want to waste the time in the pits, so that's what happens, unfortunately. So our tyres getting a little warm now for Lewis Hamilton. 78% his tyres are on. I think once we lap this McLaren, we're going to give it a bit of a rest with the tyres and just nurse the car home. So comes up to the line, and there you go, it's an even quicker lap time there, so 1:20.7. We've got 3 laps to go. Alright, zooming it forward then. It's not far away from beginning his final lap. I think the guy that'll be the most disappointed today is a certain Fernando Alonso, who had led the early parts of the race, looked very, very good. Here we go then. Lewis Hamilton begins his final lap. Let's watch him.
One more lap.
We're going to absolutely go for it here. See if we can get fastest lap. No purple time for Lewis in the first sector. What about the middle sector? Purple for George Russell in the first sector. Lewis coming through the middle is purple. It's going to be quite the battle between these two. Is George Russell? Yep, George Russell purple in the middle sector as well. Is he going to get fastest lap from his teammate?
So we're low on battery.
So here comes Lewis Hamilton round the final corner. I can tell you which one George Russell would prefer, and it would be this, because Lewis Hamilton comes across the line to win here in Australia. 25 points in the bag. Is that going to be fastest lap as well? It's a 20.4, which is the fastest lap so far. Here comes George Russell. Oh, it's a 19.5. Where did that come from? Wow. George Russell smashes the fastest lap of the race by nearly a second in the end. And I wonder if he had a little bit more ERS in his bank. Maybe he got a bit of DRS as well.
Watch out for DRS.
From those lapped cars. But it's a 1-2 for Mercedes once again. First time since Brazil 2022. And, well, it's not really on pace, but we will take it nonetheless. Strategy was the winner today, being on the right tyre at the right time. And, well, we max out this Grand Prix. George Russell gets fastest lap. He'll be very happy with that. And it looks like Max Verstappen has come over the line in third. Alonso's going to finish fourth. Perez ahead of Sainz. Although it looks like it's going to be very close between Sainz and Stroll is out dragging him, and Stroll is over the line in sixth place. Charles Leclerc finishes in eighth. Piastri finishes ninth at his home Grand Prix ahead of Nico Hülkenberg in P10 for Haas. Very, very exciting Grand Prix indeed.
This is a result truly worthy of a champion for Lewis Hamilton. This is a tremendous podium result. It's joy all around for the team. The highly decorated record breaker from Stevenage once again taking to the podium. Today's competitors gave it their all, but it's going to be those three taking home the big points. This was a good weekend for Mercedes, with the results to match.
Yeah, this was a really clever bit of strategy, and it's great to see that pay off. I can't wait to find out what they show us next time.
At the end of the weekend, it's second place in the constructor standings for them.
Now the teams will be looking ahead to Imola, where the season progresses with the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Get ready for some fierce competition.
Okay, very good. Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix ahead of George Russell in second. And, well, that was one on the start for Lewis. Got ahead of his teammate into turn one, and they were then part of the DRS train, of course. And once the rain came, no DRS, so George wasn't able to get past his teammate. But there you go. We'll settle for that. Max Verstappen still leads the championship, 17 points ahead of George Russell. Lewis Hamilton back up to third into the constructors. We're on 92 points, only 8 points behind Red Bull. Would you believe it? I don't think we're going to really be in contention for the title this year, but hopefully we can have races like that where we take some points off the big guys, and we can be plucky underdogs hopefully this season. But if you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.